Alright, we're going to take a tour of the scrap pile. Here's all that cast iron we just pulled out. And there's Tucker Joe, who wants to play but doesn't have a ball. And then this is the pile. We've added quite a bit. Another water heater. I'll get a little more out of that. A little more copper out of that. Let's see here. We really added a lot to it this year. I said I'd love to bring it in if I could make some money on it, but that's the reality of rural scrapping, is you stockpile it and hopefully prices go up and you can make some money at it. But you see, I got a lot of material in here. I mean, granted, most of this will just be shred, but there will be some prepared steel. Like I said, you take the good with the bad. It's because I took all this that I was able to, you know, gather up all the copper I found. So yeah, I couldn't even tell you how much is here now. I mean, I can estimate 40,000 pounds, you know, but I don't know for sure. It's starting to rain, so I'm going to try and make this a little quicker. Ooh. See, there's a lot of just shred here, just a huge pile of shred. It just kind of goes on for a ways here. And off to the side, you can see there's quite a bit here. I got lawnmowers down here I'll probably eventually take apart. Try to get the spark plugs off there and save those, and then there's probably cast aluminum motors on there, I would imagine. Yeah, this is all pretty filled up here. Now there's old stoves from ovens. I've showed you this before. There's a bunch of pile of prepared steel there. There's that. There's a pile of aluminum in there too. I already brought aluminum in, and it's kind of got buried, so I didn't want to dig it out. So we'll just start a new pile of that. And let's see here. This pile here is massive. There's a lot of stuff in there. Like I said, I wish I lived in a big city like some of them other YouTubers and could just bring this stuff in every day and get cash out and make a payday. But like I said, if you're living out in the country, out in the rural areas, there's not much money to be made doing this. Like I said, hopefully prices will go up and someday I'll get a payday. But so I got just piles of it here. And more to come. A lot more to come. There's just so much scrap metal. Like I said, I'm pretty much the only one in my town that legitimately collects it. I mean, there are some twat jacks that go around stealing copper and stuff, but so most everyone I live in a town of 1,000 people, and like I said, most people know to save stuff for me. Still see quite a bit of stuff going in the trash, but it is what it is. You get what you get. And we got some car hoods there, some galvanized. So there's desks. And maybe one day I'll get 250,000 pounds of it, and I'll just hire them to come in and take it out and make a couple grand, hopefully. But like I said, someday I'll get a payday. It ain't going to be today, but someday. An old treadmill there. I'll have to take the motor off that one of these days. Like I said, there's fucking riding lawnmowers out here. There's cast steel. There's just flipping everything. Yeah, it's a hell of a pile. Like I said, I've been saving for a couple years. Just so you guys would, you know, appreciate seeing, you know, what one guy can do in a small town, you know. If I can save up this much steel with the limited resources I have, imagine what you can do. Thanks for watching.